If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Welcome to the Ways of War Philippines. From the hundreds of squads that signed up, 3 now remain in the run, and we are here to find out exactly which team will reign supreme today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is AJ, and I am the Mustachio. Once again, this is the Ways of War Philippines. And, every single time we've dropped into this competition, every single time we've dropped into this tournament, we've seen the brands, we have seen the names of these players, and each and every single time they manage to step it up, right? The meta of the game is continuously growing. So many of these teams want to qualify for the World Championship as well. Will these teams be one of them who will reign supreme and take over some of the big names in the future? Well, that's most probably what we are going to be looking at, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's go in and jump right into the qualified teams. 3 teams, once again, will be fighting it off today. We've got RTL United, Triple V10, as well as the AīM ADMIRALS. 3 very, very well-known brand in the Call of Duty mobile scene, and there is nothing that will stop them, well, except each other today, I guess. RTL United, Triple V, as well as AīM. Which of these 3 definitely will be able to reach the top. Let's take a quick peek at the tournament schedule. We'll only have 2 best out of 5 series in here today. We'll open things up with VVV taking on AīM Admirals, and the winner will go on to face RTL United. Road to Legendary United, they most definitely have been able to impress us very much from day number 1 all the way in here so far. No strangers to the ways of war. And what are they fighting in here back to back for? What are they continuously dropping in here for, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Well, one of the things is the prize pool. The champions will take away 5,000 CP. Second place takes back 4,000 CP. And of course, the third spot will take back 3,000 CP. Either way, all of these teams, they will have something to bag today. So that's not going to be something that they're too fussed about, right? I mean, CP can be earned, CP can be purchased, but the respect and love from the community, yeah, that one needs to be earned through blood, sweat, and tears. Now, let's see exactly which one of the 3 will be able to come up, right? RTL United with a lineup of Oro, Ron, Zeno, Yato, Shawnee, as well as Tutube. The last time I dropped in here for the Ways of War Philippines, we have seen RTL United drop in here for a couple of games, and oh goodness me, did Tutube manage to steal so many of our hearts. But of course, you know, we will have some new names in here as well who will be looking to take on RTL United, and mainly we are looking at Triple V10, right? With Zemo, Genos, Hit, Z-Man, JXS, as well as Venom. They are not new to the Call of Duty mobile scene, but definitely new to the Mustachio at the Ways of War. Today, I will be able to witness them fight against the other big brands live. And let's see if or not Winnie Vici will be able to take a big slice of this cake here today with this squad, right? AīM Admirals, of course, with Swish, Atlas, Vince, Teflon, as well as Chirac dropping in here to represent the RTL brand. The bans and picks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, has definitely been something that has changed the way the game is played. We don't really see, maps being played multiple times within one series itself, mainly because we are limited to just that one pick within the series. If at all in Hardpoint a map is picked, that map will not be able to get picked for the rest of the series. AīM Admirals will be able to win the coin toss, which means they get a huge boost in terms of momentum. They will get to pick 3 out of the 5 maps. And if we go all the way down to map number 5, well, the advantage of having to call the place of that battle definitely will give them 1 up. Let's see exactly where AīM Admirals wants to drag us in here for Hardpoint. Oh, my apologies. The map bans in here first. Firing range as well as takeoff gets banned off. AīM Admirals do not want to play on firing range. Takeoff, not really the flavor of Triple V. AīM Admirals will be dragging us into Hardpoint at standoff, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So as usual, the hotel yard is going to be lit up. We will be seeing bakery, possibly be the turning point. We have seen the house be that point as well in the past. Let's see exactly how will Triple V try to bag this one for themselves, as AīM Admirals will put up a great fight here, I assume. Search and Destroy, Triple V will be able to make a comeback in here, and they will pick Crossfire. We might be able to see the double sniper setup from Triple V. You need to have that if you want to take full control of Crossfire, Search and Destroy, unless you've got these players who are really, really patient and able to take those close quarters combat, right? KRM and maybe a couple of these SMGs may just reign supreme there. Raid, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, will be the map for Domination, brought in by AīM Admirals. Let's take a quick peek at the 4th map. Hardpoint will be dropping into Summit, and quite a variation here with the pace of the games that will be taken across the 4. And of course, to wrap the day up, AīM Admirals will be bringing us into Hackney Yard, and that's going to be Search and Destroy. So not your usual fast-paced Hackney Yard gameplay. This is going to be nice and slow and steady. I very rarely see Hackney Yard Search and Destroys, but let's see exactly how that breaks down for these 2 teams. Sparrow as well as Annihilator, the 2 most OP operator skills, have been banned by these 2 squads, which means we might be able to see a couple of those equalizers. Let's just see exactly how those death machines will drop in to get the slice as well. Definitely looking forward to seeing that in Hardpoint as well as Domination. As we will be jumping into match number 1, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will need to give the players a few more seconds whilst they jump into the lobby. You and I, well, you guys can see my face. I can chat with you guys for a bit. What are you expecting out of series number 1? AīM Admirals taking on Triple V10. Zemo, Genos hit Z-Man, JXS as well as Venom. We are going to be jumping into the game already, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Throw in your predictions into the comment section. Do you think it's going to be a easy 3-0? Or is it going to be a tough fight all the way to the end? This is going to be standoff once again. The Delyard on looking to be hot early on, and it will be picked up by a couple of players from AīM Admirals. And look at this fight right now, right? We have got the player from Triple V going in for the runaround, but AīM Admirals, they are all on point. They are picking up the hard point without any disturbance from the Triple V side at all. Here comes a hit with the Fennec, goes in for the slice, unable to take down his opponents. He gets dropped, and this is not a great showing from Triple V at all from the get-go. But finally, they do manage to step into the hard point. Let's just see exactly how long they can sit in here. Here come the players from AīM Admirals. It's going to be Atlas. Peacekeeper MK2 unfortunately gets taken down, but the Fennec won't be able to respond fast enough, but unfortunately not for long. He gets shut down as well, and this fast-paced game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, will drop right back into the hands of AīM Admirals. Here comes the opportunity for the takeover. The Triple V does not take long at all. 21-28, not bad at all. Throughout the whole of that hard point, AīM Admirals managed to show us their intent in this game to take such an aggressive forefront, but unfortunately for them, it's not like Triple V is going to be making this any easier. We are going to be moving down into the warehouse. Hard point number 2. Here comes AīM Admiral. So yeah, going to be holding on to the hard point well. Vince clearing out the area, shutting down each and every one of those players who do come in here for the approach, and it does not look like Triple V will be able to do much. They finally do step into the hard point. Question is, how long can they hold on to it? Z-Man does amazing with the KRM 262, but unfortunately gets shut down, and the contest will not stop. Triple V back to back. They will try to push in once again. Venom PP19 Bison, lots of bullets in the neck, but doesn't get the shutdown. Soya will be able to respond and take him out of the equation. Triple V onto the hard point, picking up those scrap points, but it is not to their detriment at all. They are playing catch up, even if it is being played slow. They are getting right back into the game, and now 8 points will sit between these two teams. AīM Admirals already on the hard point. This is hard point number 3 at the house. Let's see if or not Triple V will be able to reset their spawn. A beautiful entry in. They take over the hard point, and the house belongs to Triple V. And now the contest will be coming in here for the access, but an immediate shutdown. Predator missile gets the kill as well, and Z-Man is on freaking fire. This is Triple V going in for that catch-up gameplay and then overtaking the side of AīM Admirals, and it looks like very Vici wants to stray true to their name. I came, I saw, I conquered. Let's see if or not Z-Man will be able to continue. Oh, how many guys will this guy continuously drop? Z-Man goes in for the gravity spikes, does not get the hit, but will still be able to pull that KRM out. Finally gets dropped down. He pulled an amazing streak to allow Triple V to take the lead. And now they will drop into the bakery, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to solidify their lead and maybe to even close the game off. AīM Admirals not standing for it. They drop into bakery, but it hasn't been unlocked just yet. And finally, it does come undone. But the flush out gameplay from AīM Admirals has been fantastic. And this is the death machine that we were talking about that might come out here and shine in a game point like this. And oh my goodness, does it shine. Wins now. Opportunity. 2 players in front of him. Unfortunately, the death machine does not ramp up speed in time. Z-Man with a 2-piece for himself. Teflon responds with a 2-piece for his own. And AīM Admirals right back into the hard point. But this is so back and forth. Triple V don't want to let them go. Soya drops right back in here. Peacekeeper MK2 waits for his partner. Goes in for the flash. Beautiful takeover. And it is AīM Admirals back onto the hard point. 20 more seconds in here. Triple V. Z-Man once again drops in. Now we're going to be able to see him take this over. AīM Admirals are playing catch up, and they might be able to, well, get really, really close, but they won't be able to take over on the scoreboard just yet. On to the reset of the hard points, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because we will be going into Hotel Yard in a bit. But like you have already seen, the setup from Triple V is solid. They have already gone in with the trophy system gameplays on Hotel Yard. They want to open it up. But look at this. A solo play. A absolute solo play coming in here from a player from AīM Admirals. Taking over the hard point. Goes in for the contest. Been still alive. Unfortunately shut down by the gravity spike. Zemo drops in. It is 102 to 112. Just 10 points between the two teams. AīM Admirals fighting hard. But Triple V don't want to let this go just yet. Bison comes out, goes in for the shutdown. AīM is back in the game. Are we going to be able to see Triple V lose this in the most absolutely upsetting fashion? Teflon will be able to back away. PP19 Bison will go on to continue to strike. 1-1-2 right now onto the fight, but nobody's picking up the hard point. Triple V brings in the cluster strike to buy themselves a little bit of time, but here comes that catch-up gameplay. AīM Admirals and now are in the driver's seat, bringing the teams forward. So yeah, beautiful death machine attack. Manages to go in for the shutdown, albeit on just one player. Finally gets taken himself out. 125 to 115. Once again, it's just 10 points between the two squads. Teflon brings out the death machine. Unfortunately, I thought he was gonna get shut down. He manages to get the kill, and they still hold on to the hard point. Teflon, what a play, what a game, and the death machine will still strike, and he still gets those kills. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Predator missile comes through as well, and he gets another shot onto these players. AīM Admirals 143, and this might just be game over. Here comes the gravity spikes does not hit. Goodness me, that's most probably the reason why we don't really see a lot of gravity spikes flying around. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the mustachio is out of breath. I don't know how I do that, but not breathing throughout that whole game is quite difficult. But what a play, man. AīM Admirals finally making the comeback, but this is a game that was so solid from both sides. AīM Admirals took such a beautiful lead at Hotel Yard. They opened the game up well. They went into warehouse and they continued their performance at the warehouse as well. The problem here was when we went into hardpoint number 3, when we went into the house, things turned around and Triple V made their comeback in here. Let's take a quick look at the numbers so we can crunch that a little bit for you guys as well as we continue to discuss exactly how they won that game, right? So yeah, being an absolute demon in that game. MVP 21-12-11. Versus Zemo, who got 20-19-6. Not too shabby at all from both teams. Quite honestly, I thought Triple V was going to take the cake at the very end. But goodness me, what a fight. What a comeback from Team AīM. And AīM Admirals, no matter what, give up was just not in their vocabulary. They didn't let down on their fight, right? So let's go back a little bit to the hard points earlier. Hard point number 3, things get turned around. And hard point number 4, when we dropped into Bakery, I expected Triple V to solidify their lead. But instead, what we saw was one of the most exciting fights at hard point number 4 that I have ever seen played on Standoff, right? The battle was definitely back and forth. It kept swinging right back into each other's heads. But when the reset happened, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it was game over. Why? There was one guy named Z-Man running rampant, absolutely crushing his opponents. But the moment Z-Man stopped performing, I feel like it was all over, right? He was flying through the air. Each and every single shot, each and every single kill that Z-Man got, he ensured that his side of Triple V continued picking those points up at house. The fact of the matter is, the moment we saw Z-Man not really perform, that was the end towards the run of Triple V. They couldn't really play catch up nor maintain their lead anymore. Is this going to be the key player that is exploited in the game? Is this going to be the key player that turns things around for the side of Triple V later on in the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We will see. But of course, game number 2, Search and Destroy, will be coming up to you guys, and that's going to be played at Crossfire. So is it going to be a slow or fast-paced game? Only the two teams will be able to show us, which I am very, very curious to take a peek into. What do you guys think about the first round in here? What do you guys think about the first game? 150 to 115. Did you expect that? Because there was a moment where Triple V was making a comeback already, and it looked like they had more than what it took to win the game, right? And AīM Admirals just made that solid comeback. And it was absolutely impossible to see how Triple V could have played that better, right? Both teams taking such a good play against each other. Now, Swish positioning himself, opportunity. If he had been a little bit more patient, he would have seen that player go in and cross right across his crosshair. Smoke gets dropped right in front of bus station. Now, Genos takes Chirac out, and it will not be without retaliation, right? Venom has been dropped. Vince now gets taken out by Z-Man, who gets a two-piece for himself as he drops Vince as well. And just like that, it is going to be a 4-on-2. Make that a 3-on-2 as the XS gets dropped by Sawyer. And this is Z-Man, once again, the potential game changer for the side of Triple V. Now, Genos will be able to swish out of this round. He needs to be careful now. The player might just come in here for a stab onto the right. So yeah, making the approach onto the snipe. Will not be able to get the shot. KRM should be able to get the job done, but hit out of nowhere. Drops in, says hello to Butchers from dead end, and gets that kill. And what a round picked up by Triple V. AīM Admirals seem to be finding for, a great place to place their foot before they take a good round against Triple V. Let's see if or not this is that moment. JXS as he hits Swish out of the equation. Unfortunate for him, but not before the shot came through first, right? I believe it was Hit who got taken out a little bit earlier. So a 4-on-4 situation. Sawyer now making his approach. Bus station is wide open with two players from the side of Triple V there. One player, Chirac, he is holding on to bus station, looking to see if... Oh no! Genos takes Chirac out with the KRM, and this is all open. Triple V, they can go in here for the plant. Let's see if or not Atlas will be able to play prevention here. Goes in for the quick nade. Will not be able to get a shot. Vince manages to take Venom out with a headshot. Sawyer not able to do anything. This is a 3-on-2 situation. AīM now needs to go in for the defusal. Triple V has taken one round already, so this is no if, buts, or maybe. Let's see if or not Atlas will be able to do this. AīM gets 2 back-to-back kills, and this is an easy pickup for them. What a response to take a round back. This is just 1-1. Potential 11 rounds in here. Looking at the way these two teams are setting these rounds up for themselves. Let's see if or not that will come true. It will be a quick push coming in from both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Players jumping into Butchers. Oh, beautiful. Chirac goes in for the push. Oh, against two players. Is he going to get taken down? He does not get taken down. Chirac is still alive. This is absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And only 2 players for the side of Triple V make that one. Crazy plays. Genos going in for a shot. He manages to get the kill, and he is the last player standing. Genos backstab. Vince finishes it off. Such a weak play coming in here from Triple V. Unexpected, but amazing response from the side of AīM Admirals to take advantage of that. And all of that was built by one player, man. Chirac just went in there for the invade. He stepped into the bus station, and then he dipped into lounge. Triple V did not see that coming. Now, Genos going to go in here with the KRM. Once again, does not see a player right there behind him, and Venom managed to take him down. It's going to be AīM Admirals. 1 player down. Triple V going in for the plant once again. Hit almost gets eliminated there. Lucky for him, he does not fall. Manages to recover his health. JXS onto the snipes. He is not going to be able to find anyone just yet. It is a 5-on-4. And looking at the fact that Triple V is not even bravely stepping in for the takeover of bus station to go in for the plant, clearly shows that, they are being held back. They are worried about what AīM Admirals will be able to pull off here. Atlas shuts down JXS, but Venom will manage to respawn real quick and takes him out. Atlas is out of the equation, and Vince gets shut down as well. Z-Man. What will he be able to do? It is now just one more player left in here. Soya, the sniper. He won't be able to do much. Triple V has already gotten the plant. And 25 more seconds against 4 players. The sniper won't be able to do much. But will he be able to get some amazing kills before we run the timer of the bomb down? Opportunity for that snipe moves out of the equation, but Venom will be able to go in for the chase. Beautiful shutdown and 2-2. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, high probability of round 11 in here. Let's see if or not this will end in that way. Pawn shop does not get overtaken. The players from the side of Triple V. One player dropping into the office building to make sure he doesn't get taken out, and that will be the bomber hit. He knows exactly how risky that cross is. Earlier, he did get, well, hit, no pun intended, as he was going in for the cross. Lucky to not get taken down. An early plant coming in here from Triple V this time will force the side of AīM Admirals to make the approach a little bit earlier. Genos might get taken down. A beautiful quick scope by Swish, but unfortunately for him, it does not hit. Shirak is going to take point at dead end. Opportunity at dead end for Shirak. He misses 2 shots, and unfortunately for him, immediately, oh no, he managed to take down Genos. I did not see that kill. Unfortunately for him, he does get killed right after that. Vince will be able to drop Z-Man. Opportunity for Triple V as they manage to come right back in here. It is a 3-on-2. Venom as well as JXS, but no, JXS gets shut down. AīM Admirals, what game are they playing at here? But now as the timer runs out, 2 seconds left on the clock, they manage to pull the defusal through. And they get point 3 as the teams go in for the swap. Let's see if or not AīM Admirals will be able to take a much more aggressive stance as the attacking sides. Do not forget, this is the map pick of Triple V. Now, a quick smoke, I believe, coming in here from Soya. Opportunity as Swish shuts down JXS. JXS, before that, managing to take Shirak out of the equation. AīM, so aggressive early on, but Genos knows exactly how to deal with this aggression with his KRM. He takes those close quarters combat, and a 3-3 situation will befall the 2 sides. Bomb gets picked up by the side of AīM Admiral. Soya now has it in his hands, and he will drop into Lounge, but Genos shutting Switch out of the equation. Are we going to be able to see him get any damage done with the Fennec? Beautiful shot from across here as he takes Soya out of the equation. Atlas will be able to strike right back. And this chopper, how long will it be able to last? Because 2-on-1 situation now. Bomb is on the ground right outside of Lounge. I do not have eyes on the bomb just yet, so I don't know exactly how exposed this bomb is. But either way, I don't think the players from Triple V want to back away. They're definitely coming in here for the aggressive play. Bomb right in front, manages to get picked up. An opportunity to take Venom out. Z-Man is on the crouch as well. Don't forget, guys, he has been crazy with the KRM so far, and the chopper will not be able to respond fast enough once he goes in for the plant. But Atlas, can he get the kill? No, he doesn't check his corner. Z-Man, what an easy takedown for Triple V to bring this 3-all. What a crazy fight so far. On to round number 7. Triple V taking the defending side. Well, they managed to pull it in the back. AīM Admirals, opportunity, but a beautiful smoke on the cross. The Special Forces Avenue is not going to be a site that, one of the Triple V players will be able to get a shutdown on. But Vince as well as Z-Man have been eliminated already. Z-Man taken out of the equation means that Triple V will be very much injured. And this is where we will be able to put that theory to the test. Without Z-Man, how well does Triple V do? Will Triple V crumble without his participation? Venom shutting Soya out of the equation will be able to show us that, that theory might not hold very true. Swish, opportunity now. Those scopes will not be able to find anyone, but he knows the players are right there in front of him. Opportunity to take one player down right in front at the butchers will not fall through as Venom backs away and hides. And 3 players, I believe, 2 players will be sitting down in the central building with one taking care of the corner building. Genos will be there. Oh, Venom ducks away as Swish fires that shot off, and Triple V still standing alive. A 4-on-3 situation. Chirac has not gone in for the plant just yet. 2 players though at bus station. Atlas with the opportunity manages to shut Venom out of the equation, but Swish gets taken down by Genos. Unfortunately for him, the KRM will be on the chase, and Genos once again shuts down a player. Atlas this time right there in front of him, and now Chirac is all alone. Lonely. Oh, he is so lonely, but the KRM won't be able to do anything as JXS spots him out and gets that snipe. And just like that, Triple V gets the lead. But can they maintain the lead, or will this be once again an amazing comeback play by AīM Admirals? That's exactly what we saw earlier. AīM Admirals starting off strong. Triple V playing, catch up little. Oh yeah, Swish catching off JXS. Absolute bot-like movements. Unfortunately, does not spot anyone out. He was wide open. Nothing that this guy cannot hit off of the list, right? Swish now, opportunity once again. Z-Man shut down. Soya getting the melee takedown onto Genos. How did he manage to do that, bro? Genos is not really a long-range, player. He likes to take these CQC combats. He might have gotten caught a little off guard there, but this will leave an equation of 4-2. Venom as well as Hit will not be very lucky as Vince gets the beautiful Fennec backstab onto Hit, leaving one player all alone for the side of Triple V. And just like that, AīM Admirals will be able to make a comeback. 2 players go in for the rush. Vince takes that final bullet to the chest, and it is for all. AīM Admirals on the path towards that comeback. Once again, I am convinced that a round number 11 is very, very, very possible. Let's see if or not that does come through. Opportunity here for Swish once again, but Soya is the one who takes the opportunity for that shutdown. Oh, Atlas back-to-back JXS as well as Hit goes down, and this is a complete takeover by AīM. And Genos will be going in, slowly chasing Swish. Swish sees that, tries to take the melee kill, and they are just playing with Genos right now, trying to melee him out of this. And Soya does get the kill. AīM Admirals confident. AīM Admirals want to take over the Ways of War competition, and they want to do it in style. One more round for them to make the comeback in here, and that is that beautiful smoke that we speak of. But Swish, before that smoke even pops, manages to take Hit out of the equation. This is what I love about AīM Admirals. All of them move in unison. All of them play an absolute perfection of a game as Genos takes Chirac out with a nade, but immediately Venom dropping back in here with the M4 LMG. Genos right now, opportunity, unfortunately misses that shot, and Vince makes him pay for that. KRM, 1 shot, 1 kill. You don't get the kill, you get swished out, just like Swish. Swishes out Venom, and now one final player, JXS. AīM Admirals look like they've won this. And hell yeah, they just did. 6-4 once again with the exact same method, allowing Triple V to not really command at the start, and then allowing a little bit of comeback gameplay before they finally shut them out of the equation. And the way AīM Admirals shut them out of the equation towards the very end was just, full of confidence, right? Pulling out those melee kills clearly shows that they don't feel like these rounds are easy to drop. And once again, that was a Triple V map pick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are, potentially looking at a clean sweep here. A first donut of the day, maybe. Are we going to be able to see Triple V make that comeback, or are we going to be able to see AīM Admirals make such a commanding move into the grand finals to face off against RTL United? Here are your numbers. Vince picking up that MVP for himself. A total of 12 kills, which quite honestly, I am shocked at, all right? Because I feel like Soya as well as Swish, they were crazy with their snipes, and they, like we always talk about, right? The snipers do call the game of search and destroy. You don't get those respawns, and the amazing reach of that sniper allows you to shut down the gameplay of your opponents early on. And where I found AīM Admirals just absolutely dominating this game is when they took on the Special Forces base. When they were at the guerrilla base, they weren't, as effective as a team. as they were when they took over the Special Forces base, because their gameplay to move in for a commanding position whenever they play Special Forces, whenever they've got the move towards bus station straight up, they start things off with an amazing reflection of that smoke. They toss it up towards bus station. It gets a knock onto the wall, falls right in the middle, blocks off the full of middle lane. And what's amazing about AīM Admirals is even before the smoke pops, they already have one of their snipers at the minimum going for that peek around corner building or from the office building. And what makes this amazing is if you manage to position yourself and take a quick shot and you manage to get a kill, nobody, if you have a sniper on the opposing team, if the sniper was not the first one to die, he still will not be able to get the shot onto you. Why? Because of that well-timed smoke that AīM Admirals pop time and time again from the Special Forces base. And this is something that I have touched on quite a number of times whenever we go into crossfire and those players want to go for the cross from the Special Forces base into bus station, or they want to go in from the guerrilla base all the way into laundry. We don't see a good usage of the smoke. Even when we have seen usages of the smokes, the placement of those smokes have not been pinpoint accurate. But in this round, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, absolute perfection being shown by AīM Admirals. Are we going to be able to see more of said perfection? Or is this finally the time for a comeback from Veni Vidi Vici? I am definitely looking forward to a comeback. After all, we only have 2 series of, in the competition today. And, well, that just means we've got, a lot of time on hand. I don't mind casting a little bit more. If Triple V manages to take a great fight here and pushes into game number 4, I will be the most excited one. And it just builds a better story for the day. Let's take a look here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as a raid opens up. Exactly which one of these 2 will be able to get the victory. Opportunity to open things up in here. It will be Domination. Point B, of course, the point of contention early on for both teams, but they are not even dropping into square center yet. A lot of these fights are taking place at the central garden where both teams are looking to take over, but it will be the side of Veni Vidi Vici to step first on at the hardpoint in Bravo. Now, opportunity, just one player from the side of AīM Admirals coming in to take over the situation, but look at it, Triple V. They managed to go into Bravo, but Charlie has been lost. AīM Admirals playing the game of perfection. They go in for the split and they've pulled the distraction gameplay already. Triple V, 10 inches. How are they going to even get 1 inch out of this, man? It's going to be Chirac right now pulling out his QQ9 onto the site. Bravo, but unfortunately for him, Z-Man takes him out with the PP19 Bison from so far away. Opportunity for Triple V maybe to make a comeback at Alpha, as there's just one player from the side of AīM Admirals alive. Wins as he backs away from this position, goes back in for the challenge, and wins, manages to get the Zemo drop, and he will continue to hold on to that Alpha side. But finally, Triple V making the play, going in to take over the Alpha side. But look at AīM Admirals, perfection as Alpha gets taken back by Triple V. They immediately drop in for Bravo, and square center goes right back to AīM Admirals. A game of perfection at raid being played by the Admirals, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and nothing better that I can ask for. Atlas now, Peacekeeper, goes in for the shutdown, and time again, the players from Triple V trying to make the comeback, and this time it might just happen at Charlie. A solo play coming in here from the player from Triple V, and he gets shut down at the very last moment. He doesn't manage to take over Charlie. What a play, but the play has been foiled. 28-50. Alpha still in the hands of Triple V. Are they going to be able to make a comeback in here? All of the players, they are still struggling to hold on to Alpha. They are fighting to make sure AīM Admirals don't get a triple cap. I don't think that's what they are supposed to be fighting for. If AīM Admirals want to go in for a triple cap, let them have the triple cap. Go in and secure the distraction gameplay at a different point. But instead of that, the side of Triple V, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, insist on taking care of their alpha site. And because of that, the 75-point mark is not going to be too far at all. As they come in here for that shutdown gameplay, Death Machine drops out from the hands of Teflon, gets the second kill as well, and he's moving in for that alpha takeover, but he won't need it as that 75-point mark is reached. And AīM Admirals will bring us to that halfway point as they stand in the lead. And as we open up this game this time round, Alpha will be taken up by Triple V, and the quick play from AīM Admirals will come into Charlie. But the question is, are we going to be able to see a Bravo push coming through quick? Oh, beautiful play here. Triple V immediately going in for that Bravo push, and they might be able to get that beautiful double nade coming in here from the players of AīM Admirals. And even if Triple V is the first one into square center, they try to go in for the long flank around the circle, but they don't get the crazy plays. AīM now getting the players taken down one by one. Gino still standing, doesn't manage to pick up Bravo side for himself, and this is just an all-out bloodbath to pick this side up. And now the numbers gameplay will put that side into the hands of AīM Admirals. Triple V, 10 inches. Outplayed by 10 yards. Let's see if or not we will be able to see them try to make a comeback in here and succeed at that. But unfortunately, if you look at the map, if you look at the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you will see that the players from Triple V are all over the map right now, and they're not really putting up a unified fight. One player, and that's not Vince. Chirag goes in for the solo takeover of Charlie, gets shut down. And if this is the play that continuously comes in from Triple V, they're not going to be able to pick any points up. Opportunity once again. The Z-Man managing to shut down the player. Alpha does not get taken over. But once again, if you only continue taking care of 1 point, you're not going to be able to win the game. And right now, Triple V doing the exact opposite. They try to take a triple cap back to back. But AīM Admirals responding immediately, bringing in the cluster strike at Bravo. And they will be able to go in for a personal prevention at Alpha. And the takeover, does not come through. Bravo as well as Charlie in the hands of AīM Admirals. Alpha, are we going to be able to see them get this in the bag, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It doesn't seem to be the case. CP19 Bison. The play from Triple V has been a little weak at rate. It is understandable. AīM Admirals was the one who called for this map. They might just be a little bit better prepared compared to the side of Triple V. 68 to 129 right now. Things look like they are all bleak. A comeback gameplay might not be possible. Triple V haven't even gone past the halfway point, and AīM Admirals are already trying to close this game off. They still hold on to Bravo and Charlie. Alpha still secure in the hands of Triple V, and now this is the attempt coming in from Bravo. Square center might be taken over. Two players going in for the push. Head taken down. What a play! But they do manage to pull away the site just before getting shut down, and that might have just been all enough. Teflon now getting shut down. This is the comeback gameplay from Triple V, but they cannot hold on to just two sites. They need to get a triple cap because AīM Admirals already on 144. The shutdown will be coming through in a few moments if Triple V does not get the triple cap. But who am I kidding? They have not been able to get two of the domination points for a long time in the game, and to expect them to take a triple cap, might have I spoken too soon? I did not, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a play by AīM Admirals, but I am super duper friggin' impressed with Triple V. What a play from the players, not giving up, but back to back, man. AīM Admirals just show us that they are the better side. They don't allow Triple V to aggress forward. They know the map so well. The mechanical gameplay that we see from the side of AīM Admirals, just too good. And just a very, very simple reflection once again to map number 2 when we were at Crossfire. The well-placed smoke grenades that came out from the side of AīM Admirals already shows exactly how much they pay attention to map mastery, already shows how much they pay attention to, putting in the hours, practicing a flawless entry as well as takeover of sites. And that's exactly what we have managed to witness at Crossfire. That's exactly what we managed to witness at Standoff initially in the day. And that's exactly what we have managed to witness in our final game in here, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Raid could not be dominated by the side of Triple V. AīM Admirals once again picked that victory up with a beautiful donut handed over. And Triple V, they are your third place squad of the day. AīM Admirals, on the other hand, they will move on to the grand finals, where they will now meet Road to Legendary United. Oro, Ron, Zeno, Yato, Shawnee, as well as Tutube. They're definitely waiting for them. Let's see if or not the side of AīM Admirals will be able to show this exact commanding side of themselves, this exact aggressive nature that they have managed to show and overcome the challenge of Triple V. 150 to 115, 624, 150 to 94. AīM Admirals take a beautiful day opener. Ways of War Philippines has been so far conquered by one squad, but is that going to change, or will that be the theme of the day? Will the theme of the day be AīM Admirals? Well, I'm very, very sure that two players are definitely looking to kind of, solidify that particular title for themselves as the conquerors of Ways of War today. Swish, with his opportunity and amazing snipes and positioning that he manages to take in those games time and time again, gives me the confidence that AīM Admirals will be able to put up a great fight against RTL United. But we cannot forget, RTL United is no chump squad, right? We've seen them come in here and perform before, and they have won the competition in the past as well. Not new to Ways of War, not new to Call of Duty Mobile, not new to dominating their opponents. RTL United definitely are ready for the next match. But here's the most important thing, though. What might call the fate of the match might just be the coin toss. The winners of the coin toss might just be the winners of the series. Because the way I see this, AīM Admirals as well as RTL United, they are two squads that are really, really close to each other in terms of skills, in terms of their tactics, in terms of the way they aggressively maneuver themselves and put themselves in prime positions to take wins up, right? But unfortunately, that play might not work out in the same way against RTL United. Once again, we have seen RTL United show us exactly how commanding they are. But it will all boil down to the mastery of the maps. And if at all the team that does not win the coin toss get dropped into a couple of maps where, they just haven't gone in and 100% managed to get a full control of, we might just be able to see exactly what we saw happen to Triple V at Raid. We might just be able to see exactly what happened to Triple V to AīM Admirals as they go up against RTL United. A lot of questions in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But once again, of course, let's take a quick look and see exactly how AīM Admirals took this amazing victory. This was the house gameplay that Triple V was just so good at, right? They managed to make the comeback on this Hardpoint, and they managed to overtake the points on the board with such a convincing lead. I thought that it might just be all over. But, time and time again, I have mentioned that Bakery is a spot, is a hard point where things do turn around. And AīM Admirals actually used Bakery to, just change the complexion of the game, right? They make that comeback in there, and then they immediately drop into the hotel yard. But the hotel yard was not the closer yet. They managed to, command the hotel yard for at least a time being until they had to push the game into warehouse, where it finally ended. But what we saw for sure was that Triple V were not going to get counted out so easily. They put up a great fight, and if anything, it made me still believe that they could take the search and destroy, which is why I was convinced we will be going into round number 11. But unfortunately for Triple V, AīM Admirals, man, once again, we need to touch on the well-placed smoke as well as the speed of how their snipers set up those early takes with their positioning and then control the whole map, right? That was just absolute perfection coming out from AīM Admirals. Of course, as we dropped into Raid, it went down to once again map mastery, but a little bit more than map mastery. What mattered was the mechanical skills once again because of how fast-paced the match was. You need to be able to go in there. You need to be able to get your kills. Unfortunately for Triple V, AīM Admirals were the better skilled ones. AīM Admirals were the more mechanically gifted ones in this particular series. And Triple V just couldn't get the job done. They did try to go in for the triple cap at a certain point towards the end as well. That was foiled by the side of AīM Admirals, and no matter what Triple V tried to do, it just wasn't enough. And they finally managed to get Bravo towards the end of the game. But like I mentioned, even in the game as I was casting it, they needed to get a triple cap, which was close to impossible, right? If you couldn't even go and pull the second sight for yourself throughout the whole of the first half, for a convincing amount of time, then the probability of you getting a triple cap towards the end of the game and holding on to it to a victory, you just need to be a different class of a squad altogether. We have seen the big dogs do it. We have seen, NRX Jeremiah 2911 pull things off like that. We have seen, the side of RSG, Udo RSG, pull off amazing comebacks like that. The side of Almighty or the previous Divinity uprising from Singapore. We've seen them with those crazy comebacks. But in order to have the opportunity for a crazy comeback, you need a concoction of perfection in terms of mastery of those maps, in terms of the mechanical gameplays, in terms of just anticipating exactly where your opponents are. And, if possible, just solidifying, having perfection in terms of communication in your squad is really going to be able to bring you such a far way forward. Most of the kills that we have seen the players of AīM Admirals take most definitely came through from communication, not just by looking at the minimap, right? There's only so much you will be able to get off of the minimap, but it's the positioning that the AīM Admirals players take. And I'm going to take Crossfire as an example, right? Because that's the perfect method to see the strategy that gets pulled off by AīM Admirals time and time again. At the start, it was quite close, a little bit of back and forth between the two teams. AīM Admirals just showing at moments, where they were slightly better. But when AīM Admirals took over the attacking side, when they took control of the game, we always talk about how the attacking side is the ones that, are the ones who have the advantage on their side because they get to call the pace of the game. And what a way to call the pace of the game, because not only do they call the pace with the fast movements into bus station, but they also call the pace of the game by getting those early frags. And that's the perfection of the smoke is what cripples the team. The perfection of the smoke in that middle lane cripples their opponents, right? And when their opponents are crippled, they have to make the force through butchers, because if they don't make the force through butchers, if they don't go and stack themselves up at dead end, they won't be able to peek into bus station. With that smoke, the players will be able to go out and get quite an easy plant and, be able to force the side of Triple V in for that aggressive retake of the site. But the one thing I did not see the side of Triple V do very well at all, I have to say, is being able to take the central building, which we have seen a lot of players do in the past, and snipe the players or put on pressure onto the bomb site and make sure that bomb does not get planted. Towards the very end, we did see that, but many of those players were sitting down in central building on the first floor, right? Not really sniping, not really putting the pressure, not really throwing those nades out. The trophy systems weren't really played at bus station much at all by AīM Admirals. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at the end of the day, that's exactly how the cookie crumbles. That's exactly how we see the worth of AīM Admirals, and we might just be able to see them shine through a little bit more. We are going to be taking a quick short break. When we come back, the finals of Ways of War. At all, 21 to 28, not bad at all. Throughout being played slow, they are getting right back into the game. And now 8 points will sit between these two teams. Let's see if or not Triple V will be able to reset their spawn. A beautiful entry in. They take over the Hardpoint, and the house belongs to Triple V. And now the contest will be coming in here for the access, but an immediate shutdown. Predator, it looks like very, very beachy. Wants to stay true to their name. I came, I saw, I conquered. Let's see if or not Z-Man will be able to continue. Oh, how many guys will this guy continuously drop? Z-Man goes in for. Oh, Soya drops right back in here. Peacekeeper MK2 waits for his partner. Goes in for the flash. Beautiful out. 125 to 115. Once again, it's just 10 points between the two squads. Teflon brings out the death machine. Unfortunately, I thought he was going to get shut down. He manages to get the kill, and they still hold on to the hard point. Teflon, what a play. What a game. And not be without retaliation, right? Venom has been dropped. Wins now. Gets taken out. Boys and girls. And only 2 players for the side of Triple V make that one. Crazy plays. Did not see that kill. Unfortunately for him, he still just get killed right after that. Vince will be able to. Soya now has it in his hands, and he will drop into Triple V. Playing, catch up little Bowie in here, and that is that beautiful smoke that we speak of, but in Bison from so far away. Opportunity for Triple V maybe to make a comeback at Alpha, as there's just one player from the side point mark. It's not going to be too far at all. As they come in here for that shutdown gameplay, Death Machine drops out from the hands of Teflon, and that beautiful double nade coming in here from the players of AīM Admirals. And even if Triple V is the first one into square center, they try to go in for the long flank around the circle, but they don't get the crazy plays. One player, and that's not Vince. Chirag goes in for the solo takeover of Charlie, gets shut down. And if this is the play that continuously comes in from Triple V, they're not going to be able to pick any points up. Opportunity once again. The Z-Man managing to shut down the player. Alpha does not get taken over. But once again, if you only can Charlie, Alpha still secure in the hands of Triple V. And now this is the attempt coming in from Bravo. Square center might be taken over. 2 players going in for the push. And taken out. What a play!
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Triple V tried their best. Unfortunately, it just couldn't cut it. This is the Ways of War Philippines. AīM Admirals are the ones who have managed to step it up to the top in the most convincing of fashions. But will they be able to do the exact same thing against Road to Legendary United, the team that we have seen in the past, a squad that has been proven to be so tough to take down? Will now have the opportunity to go up against AīM Admirals and show them exactly what aggression is. Or are we going to be able to see the AīM Admirals step up and show a little bit of their own prowess and be able to take over this game as well? Once again, one very important point before we even move on to the series is who's going to be able to win the coin toss. And it's very important because in the past, whenever you win the coin toss, it's not that big of a deal. We didn't really get the bans on the maps the way we currently get. We didn't really get the map picks the current way we get, right? Because in the past, if you were comfortable on one map and if you win the coin toss, you could just go in with a one map meta for yourself throughout the whole competition every single time you win the coin toss, right? And we've seen some of the big teams do this in the past, of course. And whenever you do go in continuously for that one map pick, it, number one, convinces your opponents. But number two, it also gives you quite an unfair, okay, is it an unfair advantage? I don't know if it's an unfair advantage, okay, because clearly they practiced on that map. But, it kind of skews things towards one way. It doesn't really bring out the best of the competitive nature that we are looking for in the competition. But with the current bans and picks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the game has just changed. Now, before we continue on with that, let's take a quick peek once again at the schedule of the day as we see the teams that, of course, kicked the day off. Triple V, they went up against AīM Admirals. Unfortunate for them, although it was a great fight back to back through the three matches, they just couldn't cut it. AīM Admirals managed to take them down 3-0, serving them a very bitter donut in the process. AīM Admirals, as they will look to take on RTL United now, can they perhaps do the exact same thing, or will we see the exact thing happen to them instead? RTL United is definitely not a squad to, mess around with. Definitely not a squad to take lightly. Let's take a quick look at the bans and picks. This is once again what we were emphasizing on so long. It changes the game. It makes it so much more competitive. The map bans will be the first one, and RTL United wins the coin toss. We will be looking at the schedule for a moment. I don't know why, but it's okay. Let's jump right back in there. Thank you, production, for teasing me. Let's go in here. Map bans, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. RTL United bans off Hackney Yard. Firing range surprisingly taken out by AīM Admirals. And I don't know why. Maybe because they've seen RTL United play on firing range before and they just don't want to mess with them there. But either way, it's going to be standoff that is brought in by RTL to kick things off. And I feel like this is a teaser that RTL is giving us, the audience, to show us that, oh, you guys think AīM Admirals could do well? Just watch what we can do. Search and destroy, game number 2. AīM Admirals will be able to get the map pick here. Let's see exactly how they play this. Crossfire. After what we've already seen, I expect AīM Admirals to be able to take game number 2 and push us into map number 4 for sure. Map number 3, Domination. Let's see exactly where Road to Legendary will be bringing us. Summit, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Of course, this is going to be Domination. 3 points activated. Cable car platform will definitely be contested, but more than the cable car platform, control room number 2. Edge platform, we rarely see the fights drag on for long out there, but let's see if or not that will be a point that can be defended well by the side of AIM. And takeoff will be game number 4. AIM Admirals want to throw a huge spanner in the works here to see if or not they can maybe get a quick one off of Road to Legendary. This is not really a map that a lot of teams love to play on because of the size of the map itself. But let's see if or not map number 5 will be, even the opportunity for AIM Admirals to do anything on, right? If at all AIM Admirals manages to push us into map number 5, RTL will bring us on to raid. So, we've seen 4 out of the 5 maps. In here, Takeoff, the only one that's a little bit different. Annihilator as well as Sparrow once again has been banned off. And this is another game changer as well. Operator skills really change the complexion of the game, and the Annihilator as well as Sparrow has just been a little too OP in the near past. The rate of fire from the Sparrow, once it got buffed up, it just turned out to be such a pain to deal with. And the Annihilator is just a little too annoying with, a little bit of that aim assist that it gives, right? And are we going to be able to see with, the absence of the Annihilator as well as the Sparrow, it affecting the teams in any way? Or is it going to be a straightforward one taken up by both of these squads as they make use of the plethora of other operator skills that are available in the game? If there's anything though, I just hope we don't see a lot of those gravity spikes being brought in to this round. Game being opened up by RTL United. It will be the Hardpoint number 1. Ron will be able to blaze through, but it will be a situation which we will have to just chill with for a moment. There you go. We're back in action as Ron will once again enter the Hardpoint. Soya getting a 3-piece for himself as he drops a nade into the scene as well. And this is the side of AIM, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Admirals are picking the points up. Beautiful play so far. RTL opening up the Hardpoint, but not able to secure a majority of the points in here so far. Yato will drop out once again, Fennec Badan in hand, and he will be able to spray his opponents down. Comes into the hard point and just jumps onto all of those players. Unfortunately for him, Soya is just right there behind him, and the hard point is not taken up. Challenge comes through, but Soya once again with the shutdown gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, trophy system gets thrown out, but defended to perfection. Unfortunately, right after the player just comes in there and shuts him down. RTL trying to play the comeback gameplay here, but as we will squeeze them into Hardpoint number 2, Warehouse might just be the place where AIM Admirals fall. Let's see if or not that can come through for the side of RTL. AIM Admirals, as I say, that have managed to overtake the Warehouse already. Not a situation that the side of RTL United were anticipating. Yato gets a 2-piece for himself. Teflon. Oro trying to take those far shots off with the chopper, managing to get the shutdown, and he will be able to control the outside. And the gas station, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the hands of Oro. The contest still coming through from the side of AIM Admirals because Oro is not holding a good corner at all, allowing the access and finally gets caught out. Very, very bad positioning, very bad play by Oro, unfortunately, will continue to give AIM Admirals the points. And 3 more seconds in there, AIM Admirals will be able to wrap everything up. But it's a huge rotation to go over to Hardpoint number 3, and it looks like the players from AIM Admirals are not finding that to be a problem at all. Now a 3-man push coming in all together towards Hardpoint number 3, and House is going to be taken over by the one and only Soya, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Still held on to. Finally, the contest will be able to, just delay the victory here for AIM Admirals. Definitely what they are aiming for. Let's see if or not that will be dropping through. Oro, Chopper now is just in the thick of the smoke. Still gets taken down with a grenade. Very, very well placed sticky grenade coming in here from Teflon, anticipating the player in there. But unfortunately for them, that will still fall through. Oh, beautiful take back. Ron manages to hold on to the hard point, but straight back into the hands of AIM Admirals. RTL United If they don't know what hit them, the AīM Admirals will be happy to hit them in the face right once again to show exactly what it was. 45-75, such a huge lead now by AīM Admirals, 30 points. But don't be fooled, one good hard point can be more than enough to make this comeback. And Bakery usually is that turning point. But look at that beautiful corner being held by Vince. Unfortunately for him, Zeno will be able to spot him out, takes him out of the equation. Challenge coming through for Bakery right now, but AīM Admirals holding on and baking that bread really, really well, yo. And this is something that RTL United just did not expect. 90-51 right now, onto the stretch. Final 60 points, and the run from AīM Admirals is just so impressive in here so far. Here comes the gameplay. Chirac, 3-piece for himself as he will try to take over the Hardpoint, but unfortunately shut down once again for the side of AīM Admirals. RTL United continuously trying to, overtake Bakery, but the play just does not seem to be coming through. Finally, they managed to get in there, but is this going to be scrap points, or are we going to see once again AīM Admirals take them out? And yes, AīM Admirals once again flushes out RTL United, giving them scrap points. And now Atlas going to be holding on to the door, and when the player from RTL jumps out, he shuts him down perfectly, allowing the opportunity for AīM Admirals to pick up the hotel yacht when this reset happens. Nade in the vicinity, and Vince jumps out to get the kill and jumps right back. Double nade right there in front of him. That could be a bug. No explosions in front of him just yet. Vince managing to pick up the Hardpoint for himself. And now the expose coming in here from the opposition will be able to catch Vince out. But how are they not taking this guy out? Finally gets shut down with a backstab there. Nade right in front of him. Yato, panic in hand, goes in right outside to get the shutdown on all of the players. Soya right back in there. 116-70. Thinking AīM Admirals could shut this off, but RTL just holding them back. And right now the stretch to the final line in the game, it just doesn't seem to be coming through for AīM Admirals. RTL just not giving up. They play the comeback gameplay in here, but is it too late? 123-75. AīM Admirals might be able to close this off. This time round, they don't give scrap points. They won everything for themselves, and Hotel Yard gets closed off by RTL. Back to back. RTL don't want to fall. RTL don't want to die. They jump right back in here, but this is the warehouse gameplay that they need to worry themselves with, and all of the players from AīM already here. And look at that, just one player in warehouse picking up all of the points, but the other players from AīM Admirals, you've got one player holding the Gorilla base, you've got one player at gas station. What a beautiful, commanding play. What a beautiful, commanding victory from AīM Admirals, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Perfection as they take a victory at standoff. What can I say, man? What can I say? AīM Admirals, just so impressive. I absolutely love the way they took warehouse for that second play. Gas station was there, and they sent out 2 men there. And of course, the guerrilla-based defense was there as well. The players who came in from mid-square, the players who came in from hotel shortcuts, all got shut down. It was just not a point they could take over. What a play to just clear out the area around warehouse first before going in to pick those points up. AīM Admirals were good in series number 1. They are amazing in series number 2. What are we witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Is this RTL United? RTL United is the sort of team that usually dominates, absolutely annihilates all of the competition in front of them. But it just doesn't seem to be the story in here today as we open up the finals. Let's take a quick look at the numbers as we crunch them for you. The MVP, of course, being picked up by Vince, who was just so amazing. So many highlight moments for this guy as he just survived, dropping in and out, playing the objective for himself. But it was Teflon, right? Teflon, time and time again, was the one objective player. Teflon was sent in again and again solo, whilst the rest of the players from AīM Admirals just went in to focus on protecting Teflon. And that's exactly why you see those points there just stacked up. Teflon spending 1 minute 16 seconds at these domination points to pick the points up for themselves. At the hard points to pick the points up for themselves. And unfortunately for RTL, there was just no way you could go in and breach the defense of AīM Admirals. There was just no access. And it was just very clearly painted from that final gameplay at Warehouse as to the map mastery from AīM Admirals. Just too good. Let me remind the audience once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was a map pick of RTL United, which they have just lost. And AīM Admirals have now an extra advantage in the bag. They are going to move into map number 2, Crossfire, where they have already shown us perfection. Remember, I kept stressing how they went in when they were on the attacking side at Crossfire and what amazing rounds they took for themselves. We most probably will be able to see the exact plays once again. And, I'm expecting way more than, just those plays, right? I am expecting AīM Admirals to take a commanding victory, of course, over RTL United. But at the same time, I don't want to be bored, bro. I want to see this go all the way to game number 5. So I support RTL. I support RTL United 100% in here just for you guys, all right? We want to see a game number 4. But that being said, I feel like AīM Admirals were just slightly better than RTL United in game number 1, which I am quite honestly shocked by. But, should we even be shocked? Because this could just be RTL United pulling off a very, very silly option. It could have been due to ego after seeing how AīM Admirals took such a good game at standoff to open up the day. They wanted to pull standoff as well, maybe to prove a point, or maybe they just felt that was one of their best maps, one of their best picks, right? Because that was the very first map that they went in and picked. Clearly, there needs to be a reason for that. Why do they want to play Hardpoint at standoff, right? And not being able to take the win on a map pick of their own most definitely will be affecting their psyche. I don't know how much, but the true worth of a champion or the true worth of a champion squad can most probably be tested in situations like this to see if or not they just back up and they give up their, any sort of comeback in here. Or do we see them make a fight? Do we see them take the path that Triple V had taken earlier to not give AīM Admirals a clear, easy walkthrough victory at all, but to come back in there and to make sure they hold them back and push them into game number 5. We are having a little bit of a delay on the stream, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The players are still jumping into the lobby, so we will have to drag this on a little bit more, but don't worry. Series number 2 will continue in a bit. Standoff. Let's talk about standoff, right? Earlier, when we saw the play coming in here from Triple V, one of the weaknesses of Triple V was the fact that they were not playing the central building well. And when I say they were not playing the central building well, the players at central building were quite ineffective in preventing the bomb plants, right? Unfortunately for the players at central building, they had to depend on the butchers for information. They had to depend on the players at butchers to survive. If you do not have your player at butchers surviving, you're probably going to lose Crossfire, right? Because these are all power positions that need to be played really, really early on, which is why the moment if you are approaching from the guerrilla base, there are 2 main points that we see these players constantly rushing towards, right? Butchers as well as central building. Losing butchers literally means you have lost out the entire stretch of bus station. And if you lose out the entire stretch of the bus station, there are 2 places where you can attack from. Literally out in the open at the middle lane, or from one of the buildings, either central building, laundry, or corner building. But either way, those 3 buildings are from across the road. And if you've got a skilled sniper, if you've got a Soya on your team, if you've got a Swish on your team, maybe it is possible, right? But if you do not have a skilled sniper, if you don't have that long range specialist to be able to control the map for you, oh goodness me, man, taking a fight against AīM Admirals is not going to be easy at all. And this time, AīM Admiral starting off things beautiful here. Soya going in here for a pop. The smoke as well as the concussion being thrown out. Vince managing to take down Ron early on. And this is once again the thing that I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Being able to take the advantage early in the game and cripple your opponents. Something that AīM Admirals absolutely loves doing. But Tutubei is, playing this right. He manages to take over central building like I was pointing out earlier, playing with his positioning as well, not really, being very careless with his positioning. Yato, as he takes Soya out of the equation, unfortunately, will just stand out in the open, taking those shots, puts himself in so much of danger and pays for that in a very heavy way. Tutubei has been very impressive as a sniper for the side of RTL, but being the final player on the team, beautiful takedown, but one more opportunity, does not get that shot, and Shirak a little too fast with the QQ9. Unfortunately for RTL United, that was a terrible play on the defensive side, but I cannot fault them because AīM Admirals are just too damn good at crossfire. Okay, gonna go in for the nade, going to go in for the flash as well as the smoke at the mid. The crosses have already been planted. Beautiful nade coming in here from Oro. Takes Vince out of the equation. Ron responds as well, saying that he can do one up. Takes Soya out. Beautiful start by RTL United. And this is what I'm talking about. Even with that smoke, it looks like AīM Admirals will be crippled. Tutubei trying to take down yet another player. AīM Admirals, they cannot go in for the plant because it'll just be way too risky. Swish! Response accordingly. Tutubei switched out of this round. And Swish will have one more opportunity. Someone else might have taken the position of Tutubei. We might just see Shawnee coming in here for a couple of snipes against Swish as well. But Swish is not letting his guard down. He is still looking for those players, unfortunately, for Ron. Atlas finds him, takes him out from the corner. And this is all equal, 3-3. And now AīM Admirals can finally go in for the plant. Swish does not have the bomb on him, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The bomb is at the bus station on the ground. But the plant can come in anytime. As Yato now manages to get the catch onto Swish. And RTL will now have to depend on Yato. Beautiful play as AīM Admirals get taken down. RTL United will reign supreme, but it is only because they managed to take those first early kills. AīM Admirals not able to be as effective with the push early on this time around. Tutubei trying to position himself. Yato will be able to get the snipe early on onto Soya. And one more opportunity there. But Yato, gets a two-piece for himself. Beautiful play, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are we going to be able to see the side of RTL make this comeback because of this guy? Yato has set the scene up perfectly for the side of AīM Admirals. And now Oro, as he takes wins out of the equation, looks to put RTL United up once again. Swish, opportunity there. Manages to take Ron out of the equation. Atlas managing to reconnect into the game. Might be able to, do slightly better later on. Let's see if or not this composition of Swish as well as Shirak. A 2-on-4 situation can come up on top. Beautiful play by Shirak. Unfortunately, Tutubei is right there at Butchers to control the situation. Takes him down, leaving Swish all alone. One sniper going up against three players. Tutubei, the sniper as well. Yato will be able to take this close quarters combat. Oi! What was Tutubei doing? Beautiful spot out by Swish. Takes him down with a headshot and repositions himself. Oh, opportunity here as the players from RTL do not suspect a thing. Approach coming in here from Swish. Is he going to do the unthinkable? Now, one player jumps out. The quick scope does not make through for Swish, and he will have to reposition himself. Johnny comes out. Oh, goes in for the approach with the melee, but unfortunately, never, ever, ever bring a knife to a gunfight. Because that's exactly what happens. You get shot down. 2-1. RTL United back in the lead here. But, in comparison with game number one, when they did happen to look like, taking the lead was not going to be much of an issue. AīM Admirals has played shut down so well. Is that going to fall through this time around as well? Swish, opportunity, jumps out. exposes himself. Atlas, on the other hand, has managed to take down 2 players from the side of RTL. He single-handedly clears out the central building and puts the side of AīM Admirals on top. Oro now, opportunity. He goes in for the wall bang, but he also exposes himself with all of those shots. Atlas manages to get the takedown onto Tutubei, and as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful play by Oro as he manages to eliminate Atlas from the equation, but it doesn't really make a difference. A 3-on-1 against a player with a chopper, and on top of things, he needs to go in for the defusal. Not going to be easy at all. Chirac gets the jump on him. AīM Admirals will pull 1 point right back. On to round number 5. I feel like AīM Admirals have been able to, play these rounds just like how they opened up against Triple V. But as you guys noticed this time round, they are not smoking mid anymore. Why? Very interesting perspective, right? When they were smoking mid earlier, they managed to get the early takes onto Triple V. But they realized that RTL is a little too good, a little too fast when it comes to positioning themselves early on the defensive side, on the guerrilla base. And what that basically means is they might not be able to get those early takedowns. So instead of wasting their time with the smoke, they go in for positioning first. And I feel like that might have just been a better option for them, because look at them, 5 players, and they managed to get the plant, and 38 seconds on the clock. RTL United needs to see exactly how they can go in for the defusal. Yato, opportunity, will not be able to take any players down as they will back into the bus station. And this cover is going to be more than enough. 4 players now coming in from the approach. Yato using butchers for cover will be able to go in. Soya, unfortunately, does not manage to get the slice. Ron takes Chirac out of the equation. Yato slices as well, gets a beautiful close-up snipe. Tutubei strikes as well, and that's more than enough. It is a 3-on-2. Make that a 1-on-2. Are we going to be able to switch? See switch. Why are we going to be able to see switch? Make the comeback in here. Unfortunately, Ron shuts him down, and the bomb goes off. What a play by AīM Admirals, making the mustachio himself swallow a couple of words through that play. Absolutely messy if you ask me. But, what can you do, man? They had already forced RTL United to come in for the defusal so early on with that quick plant. That was such a well-played round by AīM Admirals. They knew that was the last attacking round. They didn't waste time going in for the smoke. Once again, I need to emphasize that is the reason why they took that win. And now Tutubei, opportunity to go in for the back-to-back takedown, but the quick scopes just aren't a viable option on the locals now. Yato, opportunity, DLQ in hand, might be able to take Swish out of the equation. A 4-on-3 situation will put RTL on the back foot. Opportunity for Yato, but he potatoes that shot, leaving Swish still alive and kicking. Atlas now. Fennec will be able to go in for the reload as the player right in front of him does not get the takedown. Backs away once again. Karambit in hand. And this is a Mexican standoff between the 2 squads. Unfortunately for the side of RTL United, it's a Mexican standoff and they're 1 man down. Are they going to be able to take a good attacking site? The bomb now needs to be planted. 1 player moving in towards the bomb side. Yato, as he shuts down Atlas, will be able to equalize the numbers game in here. And that might be just enough to allow Shawnee to go in for the plant. But Shawnee is nervous because Swish is just waiting in the butchers to see if or not he'll go in for the plant. And don't forget, 2 players are placing all of that pressure from the central building. Exactly what I wanted Triple V to do. But Swish, as she takes Yato out of the equation. Oh, goodness me, man. Game over for RTL. Too good, too fast. Oro now, solo. 1 final player left in here. Chopper bots that shot. Potato right in his face. He tries to swallow it. Chirac shoots the potato down his throat. Allows him to swallow it. But what a bitter potato to swallow. As AīM Admirals take this 4-2. RTL United, with all of the opportunities that they have managed to take as the defending side earlier, not the exact same type of gameplay we are seeing when they move on to the attacking side. Yes, they are able to call the pace of the game, but look at the positioning coming in here from AīM Admirals, playing this to perfection. This time around, one player will go into butches. Oh, but the player number 2, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Shirak going in for the invade. Shirak in the corner building. Is he going to be able to survive? Yes, Shirak takes down Dubé. Wins falls. Is he going to be able to continue to make this game in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Shirak just taking such an aggressive play up against the players of RTL. But fortunately for RTL, they managed to equalize things. Yato now takes Soya out of the equation. And now AīM equalizes things right back up as Oro gets taken down. It's a 3 versus 3 situation. Yato still trying to survive. Shawnee can go in for the plant as he finally just approaches the station. Yato now, as he eliminates Atlas, will be able to give the side of RTL the advantage. Shawnee still not going in for the plant. They are a little nervous. They are second guessing themselves. They want to know if or not they can take down another player from AīM Admirals. 46 seconds more on the clock, which means the time for them to be able to play. Beautiful now by Yato as he spot swish out, stays, holds his position, gets the takedown as well. The distraction with that bomb, just what they needed. Shirak, on the other hand, will be able to shut down the players. QQ9 in hand, and he will make the approach. 45 bullets in one mag. Is he going to be able to take down Shawnee? Shawnee right in front of him, drops back into launch, and they will not be taking this player on right. Shawnee might be in trouble, but lucky for him, he holds on to the outside of that building. Shirak drops him in a 2-piece! Shirak, the freaking game maker, the playmaker of AīM Admirals. At the start of this round, he was the one that aggressively took the fight at corner building. He was the one that got the first kill in that round, and he's the guy that finishes off that round with a 2-piece for himself as well. AīM Admirals look good to take their second win of the day. But of course, RTL has shown us that they might be able to make those comebacks. Very beautiful by Yato, making Atlas play. Very, very careless across this time coming around by AīM Admirals as they try to make the push from Guerrilla Base into Laundry. I wonder why the usage of the smoke just this time wasn't an option for them. And they might just pay a high price for not using that smoke, right? Atlas is definitely a strong player for their side. And now a 2-2 split coming in. 2 players sitting down at central building, unable to prevent that bomb plant. And Ron will be able to shut Vince out of the equation as well. This might just be a round that AīM Admirals drop and try to make a comeback later on. Yato, unfortunate potato once again, but he might be lagging, which could be bringing us to, all of those missed opportunities as missed. Shirak just almost shining through. But unfortunately, of course, a 3-on-1 situation, numbers game. There's no way it will not catch up with you. RTL, they are holding on to the Special Forces base. They are on the attacking side. Let's see them go in for the cross. Not taking chances at all. Immediately dropping into the office building for cover as they will try to make the cross. But AīM Admirals, on the other hand, making use of the smoke this time round. That's exactly what I like to see. Yato missing the opportunity for an early takedown. Vince, on the other hand, does not miss as he eliminates Ron from this equation. RTL, one man down early on. Yato, opportunity, goes in for that shot. I really think Yato is lagging, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is not the usual play from Yato that we see. And, that just could be the downfall of RTL. AīM Admirals might just get this win because Yato is not performing at his 100%. And Vince will be at that 50% HP mark. Yato going in for that approach onto the jump. Does not pull that jump off. And will have to be placed in a very sticky situation. Cannot take this close fight. Player coming in for the push. Very bad plays from Yato as AīM will take those back-to-back kills. Such an easy win for AīM Admirals. But I feel bad. I feel bad for Yato. RTL United, we know for a fact that they are good. RTL United, we know for a fact that they are damn good. But unfortunately for the side of RTL United, they just don't look like they have got the best of connections in the world. We all know the Philippines is not known for the best of internet connections. And Yato, unfortunately, is suffering the worst end of that stick. Hopefully, we will be able to see them make a better play later on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, I would love to see the scoreboard But unfortunately, the scoreboard is blocked by my face. We will look at the score in a bit, okay? Bear with us. A few technical glitches here and there definitely needed in the day just to spice things up. MVP being pulled off by Chirac, and no doubt at all, he deserved it. What a play he took in one of those rounds. Once again, going in with that aggressive push into corner building. You know, one of the main reasons why AīM Admirals continuously pull these wins off is because they don't continuously play the exact same strategy round after round. They adapt to their opponents. When they noticed that their cross from the Special Forces base was not effective with the smokes and the flashes, what did they do? They immediately stopped the smoke, they stopped the flashes, they stopped wasting time, and they managed to take a surprising round against the side of RTL. And what was the weakness of RTL here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that, you know, okay, apart from the fact that Yato was just unfortunately terrible with his connection, you know, continuously disconnecting and reconnecting in there, not able to aim any one of those, sniper shots on point. It just makes it so much more easier for AīM Admirals to pick the win up. But at the same time, we can't take, the credit away from AīM Admirals. I feel like some of the strategy that they have pulled time and time again has been so solid. It's just that I really feel if Yato was not having a terrible connection day, the complexion of the scoreboard, the complexion of, the scores that you see in front of you might just be a tad bit different. 150 to 77, 6-3. AīM Admirals currently putting a whoop on the side of RTL United. Road to Legendary can't do anything but take the road back home. AīM Admirals just moving up to the top end. We might just be able to see them take the victory at Summit, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and get a back-to-back donut with a perfection of a win at Ways of War Philippines. And, with the opportunity for RTL now to make that comeback not once but twice, Summit is definitely there for the taking. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, RTL will be able to make a comeback? Do you think that Yato is lagging? Do you agree with me that, the internet connection in the Philippines definitely needs a huge upgrade? And do you think, they might be able to take a win if that was not the case? Or do you think that's not the story at all and RTL's just fine and it's all fair and square? Right? Let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we will open up match number 3, possibly the final match of the day. Look at Atlas just running across. Beautiful trophy system play. Look at AīM coming through here, man. They managed to pull this off. And at the same time, my friends, at the same time, they capture Alpha and Bravo. Yato gets the shutdown onto Wins, Oro onto Atlas, but what is the point if you cannot get those sides? And this is Alpha and Bravo easy on the pickup, but we might be able to see RTL United now pull Alpha right back for themselves. Cable car might just fall into the hands of RTL United, and yes, it does. That triple cap from the side of AīM Admirals that came in so early on does not hold on for long. Yato with a 2-piece for himself tries to show us that his connection is back all right. Soya shuts him down and says, get out of here, boy. Your internet connection is not all you need to defeat us. You need the strategies, which AīM Admirals is definitely up on top with. Chirac, beautiful takedown onto Zeno, 24-10 right now. This is the first half of the match. The race to 75 might just be closed off by the side of AīM Admirals. Beautiful response by Shawnee, taking out Teflon with the Panic recall there. It's going to be Chirac as he goes in for that Bravo play. Is he going to be able to get a 2-piece for himself? No! Gets taken out from the back. Oro, well placed, well taken play here. Now Charlie, they might just be able to lose this. Beautiful play. RTL United now trying to go in and take the game right back into their hands. Bravo as well as Charlie has been picked up. And Alpha, the cable car platform belongs to AīM Admirals. But look at the players. Look at the map. Look at the map. The players from the side of AīM Admirals going in here to pick Charlie right back up for themselves. And the shutdown from RTL is so good, bro. It was not enough for AīM Admirals to make any sort of regressive maneuver. And the edge platform is just inaccessible at this very moment. What a play so far from the two sides. But we will need a little bit more than this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, one player standing in here. Charlie as well as Bravo picked up by the side of RTL United. AīM Admirals with that one side in their hands, but they still have the lead. Trying to pick Bravo up. Shirak doing great with the defense and the second piece for himself. Zeno finally takes him out. 2 piece for Zeno. Wins! Will not be able to be effective there. And the clearance, Zeno solo in here for Bravo. And it was all they needed. Zeno right now repositions himself, but it's a 2-on-1 situation. And Zeno still manages to get the takedown, bro. I don't know how he's doing it, but Yato comes right back in there for that support. A triple cap held on by RTL United to take the points right back. And RTL in the lead right now. Ron, Death Machine onto those kills. And the triple cap by RTL might be able to give me that wish of pushing us into game number 4. Shirak with well-placed movement into the cable car platform will be able to force Alpha right back for himself. A 2-piece Shirak pulls for himself. All that play solo taken. Are we going to be able to see Charlie pull right back in here? The players from the side of AīM Admirals making the access into Bravo first. But it's all over as RTL United lead us at the halfway point. What a crazy play from both of these teams, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But it is the side of RTL United that has been a little bit more impressive. And who was that star player, man? Yeah, freaking Ho. Yato has been crazy. Oro as well. Yato, as I say his name, he gets the opening frag here. Oro onto Shirak. Oro blazing on with the Death Machine. Opportunity after opportunity. And right now, he will look for perhaps the takeover onto the edge platform, but instead he will try to support Yato onto the Bravo pickup. And this might be that early triple cap coming in here for the side of RTL. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful pickup onto Bravo, but at that very moment, AīM Admiral managed to pull Alpha right back into the back for themselves. Yato, once again, a beautiful takedown. And the invade into Bravo might be a little easy because of the Death Machine in the hands of Teflon. But it's all going to be as to how he provides the backup as the player for his side goes in for the pickup onto Bravo. Shirak right now back in there. Atlas for the support as well. Bravo in the bag. 66 to 94. Not a lot between the team. The 30 points catch up in domination, though, is not going to be easy. Alpha as well as Charlie in the hands of RTL United. Forcing the case is the side of AīM Admirals. And Charlie, prevention gameplay. Triple cap once again by RTL United. And of course, that doesn't stand long. Why? Cable car platform pulled right back into the hands of the side of AīM Admirals. Zeno trying to get the pressure put on to cable car platform. Does exactly what he needs to buy a little bit more time. Keep the players where they are not needed. AīM Admirals unable to take this aggressive front, unable to go in for that Bravo push. RTL has been so good at Summit. This most definitely is one of their better maps. Yato, beautiful double takedown there with the Predator missile, will be able to continuously swing the momentum towards his side. And now Zeno, beautiful onto the PP-19 Bison takedown. Finally gets sliced himself, but RTL has more than enough secured those points for themselves to take some of these defeats with those gunfights. 125 to 83. RTL United pushing us into game number 4 for sure now. Unless AīM Admirals can make a last-minute comeback. But even if their last-minute comeback is possible, it needs to be a triple cap. And I just don't think that might be easy. 133 to 87 right now. Here comes the side of AīM Admirals at the very same time on Charlie as well as Bravo. Zeno shuts down Bravo, prevents it. Charlie prevented as well with the cluster strike. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, RTL United has officially won this round, has officially won this match. There's no way in hell AīM Admirals can make a comeback right now. Even with Charlie 1 point, just 1 point is more than enough. 50 points is way too many to make a comeback from. RTL United has played solid so far, and Yato looks like he has sorted out his internet connection, not disconnecting, taking some of these fights to perfection. 149 right now, and they bring it to a close. RTL United stays alive and not dead, not out of the competition just yet, just what we wanted to see. But can they do it yet again? Or are we going to see the side of AīM Admirals now bring the game to a close? Because AīM Admirals definitely saw this coming. AīM Admirals were playing for this. The next map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is Takeoff. The next map is one of the maps that I don't really fancy that much. It's way too big. And, but, we'll leave that for a bit, right? Let's go in here for the crunch on those numbers. Look at the MVP. What did I say earlier? If Yato did not have all of his disconnection issues, if Yato didn't have the problem with his internet, I don't think AīM Admirals would have been able to take, the search and destroy as easy as they did. But when Yato makes that comeback, when Yato is at his 100% potential, the guy blazed through, my friends. He got double compared to any one of the other players. The most number of kills in comparison to him, of course, with Oro with 17. Okay, he doesn't double up Oro, but he definitely doubles up Soya, man. Crazy on the play, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And are we expecting more from Yato? Hell yeah, we most definitely are. And is this going to be enough for RTL to kick off their comeback gameplay? Well, let's see exactly how well they do at Takeoff. Is it going to be a situation where we see AīM Admirals, stumble once again? It was not a situation where AīM Admirals, didn't really do a great job. I feel like they gave it their all, but unfortunately the map control, the domination that we saw from the side of RTL was just a little too good. It was an amazing opener. Don't get me wrong. The side of AīM Admirals definitely knows Summit. The side of AīM Admirals definitely, plays on Summit quite a bit. But we are talking about map mastery here. We are talking about absolute perfection. We are talking about what AīM Admirals were on Standoff. We are talking about what AīM Admirals were on Crossfire, which is exactly what RTL has shown us they are at Summit. But as we drop into the pick of Takeoff, one of the craziest, biggest map in here, let's see if or not the Hardpoint will be picked up by the side of RTL. AīM Admirals might just be able to win this based on map control, based on map awareness, as well as strategy that they have practiced time and time again. Of course, those opening points up here coming in from AīM Admirals, but it's not going to be super easy. The very first hard point in the game is as open as it can be. And, it will continuously turn around time and time again. Unless your positioning is just spot on and your opponents are absolute noobs at figuring out exactly where you're shooting them from, then yeah, you're going to be able to take a crazy good game, a crazy easy game. But it's not the case between AīM Admirals as well as RTL United. Both of them very clearly right now maneuvering themselves around the map. They know the exact way Takeoff is played. And, that just is shown with the way they are picking the hard points back to back from each other. But the side of RTL United doing slightly better there, don't you guys think? 23-9, AīM Admirals were the first ones to the party, but definitely not the last ones to leave. But as we'll drop into hard point number 2 now, let's see if or not the story does change a little bit, because it is the side of RTL once again in there picking those hard points up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we might just be able to see one of the most epic comebacks here if AīM Admirals do not step it up. Look at the fight. Look at the kills being taken here by RTL. Back to back to back. They are not allowing the players of AīM Admirals out of the position at all. And finally, Hardpoint now getting picked up by AīM Admirals. But for how long? They have managed to shut down the players. Atlas now going out for the quick takedown outside of the Hardpoint. And that might have just been enough to make sure the rest of the points from the 14 remaining seconds is picked up by the side of AīM Admirals. Yato doing that damage once again, going in for the invade, using the windows as the opportunity to confuse the side of AīM Admirals. But what the side of AīM Admirals have been able to do so far in Hardpoint number 2 has been more than enough to play catch-up gameplay. Once again, one great point about Hardpoint is the fact that one solid run with the points, one solid run at one of these sites should be able to put you back into the game. One full Hardpoint will be able to give you a maximum of 60 points. Quite honestly, I've never seen any of the teams pick 60 up from these points. 50-ish, yes. But let's see if or not RTL will be able to hold on to this lead and, double, maybe even triple it at this point, right? Because if they manage to get up to that 90-point mark, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the game is all over. Exactly what AīM Admirals showed the side of RTL United at the opening at standoff, that, sometimes you manage to pick a map, but your opponents are slightly better at the map. Yeah, that's exactly what RTL is showing AīM Admirals here. But the comeback gameplay is still not out of the way. Once again, one clean hardpoint should be able to put you back in the game. And now, as I speak, the gap is just being closed between the two teams. Less than 20 points between them now will definitely guarantee an opportunity at the very least for the side of AīM Admirals to make a comeback in here and to settle this off. Wins going in with the Death Machine. Beautiful backstab with his entry and will be able to get yet another takedown. And this hardpoint is definitely going to be secured by the side of AīM Admiral because of this Death Machine brings out... okay, look, the sentry gun is just overkill when you've already got the Death Machine in your hand, okay? You don't need the sentry gun, but that's exactly what the side of AīM Admirals will be able to do, and they'll play catch-up gameplay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 75-75, and at that very point, for some weird reason, Win steps out of the hard point to pull out the Predator missile, but they're right back in there, and the side of RTL United are now confused. Are they going to be able to make the comeback in here? Because all of a sudden, from hardpoint number 2, the game just changed over, and now the reset for the hardpoints are going to be coming back through. 9 more seconds in here. The side of RTL United trying to make comeback gameplay with the scrap points, and that will put them at the 80-point mark. 92 is where AīM Admirals will sit as they make that approach for the initial hardpoint that opens up the game. For the initial hardpoint that was just so difficult to conquer. The initial hardpoint that RTL United flushed them out of and took the lead on early in the game. Let's see if or not they will be able to do it slightly better this time. So yeah, beautiful take with the Fennec on the Death. And Death Engine Fennec just a little too spicy in this game today. Ooh, gets taken down with that backstab. And Ron as well as Oro will be able to put that pressure onto the side of AīM Admirals right now. RTL United into the hard point, and they'll be able to ravage these points up for a bit. But look at the contest coming through. RTL United not standing for that at all. An opportunity for Wins to take the fight from up top, and they will do exactly that. Scrap points now being picked up by AīM Admirals, but looking at the lead, the scrap point is definitely what they will want before they move on to the next hard point. Do not forget, this was the hard point that the side of RTL United had managed to dominate, and the hard point right after this as well will be a point where they will once again continue to dominate if things break down in the exact same way. But the side of AīM Admirals, they know exactly where those takedowns happen. They know exactly what those the main fighting points were. This time around, they bring out the sentry gun, which gives them the opportunity to hold on to the hard point even longer. 123 to 91 right now. This is perfection because of the sentry gun. Sentry gun not taken down just yet, and 3 players together with the sentry gun. Finally they get taken down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But is it too late? 31 seconds in here. RTL United should be able to play catch-up gameplay. Shirak now goes in for the invade. Yato gets taken down real quick. Soya onto the slice. RTL United, their scrap points, definitely what they want, definitely what they need, definitely what they will take. Shirak goes in for the drop. QQ9, but 2 players right in front of him. Numbers game will be able to get the fight, and Vince dropped them with the Death Machine. Are we going to be able to see Vince now continue? But the Flash manages to catch him off guard, giving the side of AīM Admirals the opportunity to at least contest for the points and prevent RTL United from picking up a couple of extras for themselves. Soya gets a beautiful nade onto Oro before Oro managed to take down one of his partners. Not something that RTL United will be looking forward to do, continuously be doing, as they will continue to lose these players that are so essential to pick these points up. AīM Admirals 139, 140 right now, looking to close the game off. RTL United back in the game as they pull the hard point right back into their hands. Atlas now, Peacekeeper, MK2, opportunity as RTL want to close this game off. AīM Admirals have 9 more points to force in, but are they going to make a mistake with the entry? Teflon right now. Goes in for the push. Oh, Yato taken down. This could be it. This could be the victory. This could be the final run. 146, 147. RTL United challenges. RTL United stops them. But it is all over. Your winner, your champion, AīM Admirals. What a play. What a performance. What absolute domination by the Admirals in Ways of War Philippines, ladies, German boys and girls. They take the victory in 2 back-to-back series. It wasn't perfect because of game number 3 where they dropped at Summit, but they definitely make Takeoff pay the bills for them. And this is something that we talked about. This is something that we talked about at the start of this competition. This is something that we talked about, that we emphasized on as we were going through the bans and picks as well, is the fact that whoever who wins the coin toss might be able to influence the game. But AīM Admirals, even without winning the coin toss, even after losing the coin toss, giving the side of RTL the power to pick some of the maps, they played at a disadvantage. They take standoff for the victory, ladies and German boys and girls. And that's what started this all. Chirac picks the MVP, a well-deserved one for himself. Oro, on the other hand, picks up the MVP for the side of RTL. Yes, he does come through and perform this time round, but it goes back to map mastery. Which one of these teams, which one of these squads have managed to master these maps? Very so clearly, the ones who have gotten more hours, into the game, as well as more hours to back and plan their strategy out. AīM Admirals pulled a perfect one off. And this is their setup as they will try to qualify for the World Championships, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, which I think is more than possible for them. I cannot wait to see these guys fight it off at the Philippines Championship. And if possible, to push on to the the majors as well. Are we going to be able to see them move into Garena Invitationals maybe at one point? I don't know, man. AīM Admirals show us the promise to be able to do something like that. Swish as well as Soya. What crazy plays from them. And no matter how much triple we put up, no matter how much RTL United has shown us in the past that they are great champions, AīM Admirals definitely come in here and shine so much brighter than the other teams as well as the other players. 150 to 77, 6 to 3. They take the wins initially. Summit was a fight that unfortunately they could not take because RTL United was so friggin' good there. But of course, when it reached Takeoff, it was game over. One of the things that we were focusing on were, of course, definitely the coin toss. The other thing that we were focusing on is map mastery, and picking the right maps with the right modes might just be able to secure that victory for you, which is exactly what AīM Admirals showed us here today. And it was, I will not, lie to you, very disappointing to see this performance from RTL United, because I really thought that they were close to taking game number 4 and pushing us into game number 5 as well. I'm not taking anything away from RTL United. I'm not taking away anything from AīM Admirals. Clearly, that was a amazing series that both of these teams had taken. But, I just wanted to see a little bit more. Could the day have been a little bit more different if Yato was at 100%? Earlier on in the day? Maybe the mood would have been different. Maybe the energy and the passion in that series would have been different. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, AīM Admirals definitely have shown that they are more than capable of taking the wins, that they are more than deserving of the victory. They are the champions of Ways of War. My name is AJ, I'm the Mustachio, and this has been brought to you by Garena Call of Duty Mobile. Thank you so much for joining us in here today. Continue to support all of the teams that you absolutely love. And look, here's the most important point. It doesn't just need to be them that you continuously support, because you guys can become pro players too. You guys can go in there, grind it out day in, day out. And for all you know, you'll have the Mustachio shouting your names out at Ways of War, and then later on at the Philippines Championship one day as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, my name is AJ. I'm the Mustachio. Y'all take care. Good night. Goodbye.